Football Facts presents Top Starting 11 coming from Ajax Youth Academy. Goalkeeper Edwin van der Sar. Van der Sar is possibly one of the best goalkeepers ever to feature in football. He is one of the most decorated footballers, winning 8 championships, 2 Champions Leagues and 1 UEFA Cup among many more. His career started with Ajax as a backup for Stanley Menzo. At the age of 23 he became a regular for Ajax, helping the team to win the Champions League in 1995. In 1999 he joined Juventus, where he stayed for 2 seasons. After the signing of Buffon, he would have been a backup, so he signed for Fulham, where he stayed for 4 seasons. In 2005, just some months before turning 35, he made the biggest move of his career as he signed for Manchester United. Though he was towards the end of his career, he became a first-team regular immediately as the team of United became a giant again. He won 4 Premier League titles and a Champions League. On the Champions League final against Chelsea in 2008 he made a crucial save in penalty shootout as United won its 3rd title. He retired at the age of 40 as a player of Manchester United. Centre-back Frank Rijkaard. Rijkaard is considered as one of the best defensive midfielders in football history. During his first years, however, he was a central defender. Due to the lack of any better centre-back, we'll include him as a centre-back. At the age of 17 he broke into the first team and quickly became a first-team regular. He spent 7.5 years on the team, winning 3 Dutch championships and a Cup Winners' Cup. After spells with Sporting and Zaragoza, he signed for Milan, where he immediately impressed. With Milan he won 2 European Cups and 2 Italian championships, before returning to Ajax in 1993. He won another 2 Dutch championships and a 3rd Champions League. With the national team he played 73 times and scored 10 goals. He won the European Championship in 1988. Centre-back Frank de Boer. Though Ajax is not famous for its defenders, de Boer was one of the best defenders of his era. He started as a left-back but soon was transferred at the centre of defence, where he had the same success. With Ajax, he won the UEFA Cup, the Champions League and 5 league titles before joining Barcelona. With the Catalan club he won the La Liga title on his first season. Though he remained a regular and was playing well, Barcelona was unable to win any titles until 2003. At the end of that season he left Barcelona, and after spells in Turkey, Scotland and Qatar he finished his career. Later he became manager of Ajax, where he won 4 championships. With the international team of Netherlands he gained 112 caps and scored 13 goals. Right back Wim Sabia. He played a very important role at Ajax's total football in 1970s. His pace and stamina helped the fluid game of the team, which required full-backs to attack. Between 1964 and 1977, he won 7 Dutch championships and 3 European Cups. At the age of 32 he left Ajax and then spent most of his career in Germany, France and USA. Towards the end of his career he even played indoor football in USA. He retired completely from football in 1987 at the age of 43. With the international team of Netherlands he played 60 games and scored 3 goals. He was runner-up for the World Cup in 1974 and 1978. Left back RUUD KROL. Another full-back that was known for his pace. He was part of the great team of Ajax that dominated Europe in 1970s. Due to his passing abilities and the fact that he could use both feet, he was sometimes used as a midfielder. He broke into the first team in 1968 and stayed until 1980, winning 6 championships and 3 European Cups. Like Sabia, he was runner-up for the World Cups of 1974 and 1978, as he played for Netherlands 83 games and scored 3 goals. After Ajax he moved in USA to play for Vancouver and then back in Europe, where he featured for Napoleon Can. Defensive midfielder Edgar Davids. Davids was known as one of the most complete midfielders ever to feature. He was powerful, tenacious and fast. Though he was a defensive midfielder, he didn't lack the offensive abilities, as he was usually starting the attacks for his team. He started his career in Ajax, where he won 3 championships and 1 Champions League. He also had a very successful spell with Juventus, where he won 3 Italian championships. He also played for Milan, Inter, Barcelona, and Tottenham. He also had another year with Ajax in 2008, where he won the Dutch Cup. With his international team he featured 74 times and scored 6 goals. Central midfielder Clarence Seedorf. Another powerful midfielder who started his career with Ajax. He had formed a very strong midfield line with Davids and RUKAARD as Ajax won the Champions League in 1995. Already a winner of Champions League and 2 Dutch championships, he joined Sampdoria in 1995 and 1 year later Real Madrid. With Real Madrid he won La Liga and 1 more Champions League. In 1999 he joined Inter, where he didn't have much success. After 2 seasons he crossed City and signed for rivals AC Milan, where he became a legend. With the team he won 2 Italian top divisions and 2 Champions League titles. He is the only footballer who managed to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs. With Netherlands he featured in 87 games and scored 13 goals. Attacking midfielder Dennis Bergkamp. Known as the non-flying Dutchman due to his fear for airplanes, Bergkamp was one of the best footballers in Dutch football. He could adapt in all forward positions, as he had played as an attacking midfielder, right winger, striker and second striker. He broke into the first team of Ajax in 1986 at the age of 17, and soon became an important first team member. Until 1993 he won a Dutch championship, an UEFA Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup. He then joined Inter, where he stayed for 2 seasons and won his second UEFA Cup. His second season with the club was not much successful and was transferred to Arsenal in 1995. After a difficult start he managed to establish himself as one of the best players on the squad. After Wenger became manager of Arsenal, Bergkamp found his best years in football. He finished his career with the club, winning 3 Premier League titles and 3 FA Cups. He featured 73 times for Netherlands and scored 37 times. Left winger Piet Keizer. Keizer is the only player on this list that spent his whole career with Ajax. He broke into the first team in 1961 at the age of 18 and soon became one of the best footballers on the team. On the field he could do anything, and many times he was compared to his teammate Johan CRUYFF. He could score from any distance and with any way. In 1974, after a dispute with his head coach, he surprisingly retired at the age of 41. He won 6 championships and 3 European Cups. With Netherlands he played 34 games and scored just once. He was runner-up for the World Cup in 1974. For sure the fact that he finished his career earlier than predicted, stopped him from winning many more trophies. Right winger Johan Cruyff. Possibly the best footballer ever to feature in world football, Cruyff started his career with Ajax in 1964 at the age of 17. He could play anywhere on the field, including the positions of winger, striker and playmaker. He is the best representative of total football, as he was the key man for Ajax in 1970s. He won 6 championships and 3 European Cups before joining Barcelona in 1973, where he won the La Liga title. He left Barcelona in 1978 and moved in USA. In 1981 he returned to Ajax, where he won another 2 league titles. He finally moved to Feyenoord for one last season, where he managed to win his last championship, making them 10 in total. With the national team, he made 48 appearances and scored 33 goals. In 1974, Netherlands reached the final of the World Cup only to lose against West Germany. striker. Marco van Basten. Though he didn't come through all the youth ranks of Ajax, he spent some time on the academy. He was signed by Ajax at the age of 16 in 1981. He made his debut for the team on April of 1982 and scored a goal. That was his only appearance for the team on that season. On the next seasons he played more games, but he had to battle against KROL, who was the top scorer in Europe the previous season. At the end of 1983 season, KROL was sold to Pisa and Van Basten found himself on the starting lineup. During the next years he became one of the best strikers in Europe. With Ajax he had scored 152 goals in 172 games including all competitions and had won 3 championships, 3 cups and 1 Cup Winners' Cup. He signed for AC Milan in 1987. He had a poor first season due to an injury, but his second season was amazing. With Milan, he won 3 top division titles and 2 Champions Leagues. His career ended sooner than expected as he had a very serious injury. In fact, he never played after the end of 1993, which means that his career ended before his 29th birthday. Nevertheless, he is still considered as one of the best strikers in football history. In 1988 he won the European Championship with Netherlands. He will be remembered for his magnificent goal on the final against Soviet Union, which helped his team to lift the trophy on a 2-0 victory. What do you think of this starting lineup? Should we make some changes? Comment below. Thanks for watching.